Hey everyone, welcome to Bickering Book Reviews. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Becky.
And today we're talking about Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa. This is my first book that I've read by her, and same for you, right? Yep. Okay, so this is about, I want to make sure I say the names correctly. This is about I said it correctly when we were talking. Kagage, Tatsumi, and Yumiko. And basically, we're in this world where every 1,000 years, a dragon spirit grants a wish. So that 1,000-year mark is coming up, and now everybody's looking to get that wish, which can have some seriously dire consequences for that world. So Yumiko is living at, the monks live in a sanctuary? Okay, so she's living in a sanctuary with monks, and they protect part of kind of the scroll piece that you need to kind of conjure this dragon wish. And Tatsume is like kind of an assassin. He's like a ninja. He's a shinobi. Shinobi. So he's a ninja. And he is tasked with finding the pieces of this dragon scroll that should be at her temple. And basically, some really bad things happen where she kind of has to go off on her own to seek out help from other monks because hers have been kind of killed. And the two kind of team up because he's this really awesome demon slayer. So she's hoping that he'll protect her, but she's got to keep her own true nature because she's got kind of some magical, she's a kitsune, so she's like half fox, half human. She's keeping that under wraps, and she's also keeping it under wraps that she has a part of the scroll that he's looking for. But she's hoping that he'll help her get where she's got to go.
Yep. And we got this off of Netgalley.
We did.
So I really wanted to like this book because, like, the kids at the library love her books. I was so bored.
This was so hard. It took me forever to read. And honestly, I haven't finished it yet.
I skimmed big chunks of it.
I don't think I'm going to finish it.
No, it was like, I was making myself read parts of it, and literally, it was like a 3 or 4 week process.
Yeah, I've been reading it for weeks.
Yeah, it's...
However, it does read like a traditional anime. I mean, it reads like an anime. And it reads like an anime that is popular. I mean, very similar to... Of course, it's all the animes that I don't watch, so I don't even have, like, titles to give you. I'm, like, thinking of, there's, like, one where, essentially any Demon Slayer adventure anime is very similar to this. And basically, it's kind of set up in those episodic kind of instances, where they go to these different towns and kind of interact with these different magical beings. I mean, which would align with episodes of an anime. So it's very much like an anime. However, I think you lose so much that you would have from the anime because it isn't visual. And I don't think she describes kind of the world or the creatures very well.
No, and, like, there's multiple voices in this book, and they all sound the same. And I'm hoping it's an issue that we had an arc, but they don't distinguish between when the narrative voices change. It's not like the chapter head, it says somebody else's name, or the font's different. I literally, I've been reading it, 5 or 6 chapters, and I was like, what? This does not make any sense. Then it occurred to me that we were going back and forth between characters.
Well, because, there's multiple character POVs. And they're not distinguished because I don't think that the characters are very well developed. No. Because I think since you don't have the visual cues that you do in a manga or an anime, you aren't developing the characters. Because on the pages of a manga, you're going to see kind of the facial expressions and the interactions, which I could feel that they were there. They just weren't written on the page.
See, the whole thing with the book, I just found the whole thing confusing, and I found it really, really, really boring.
It was just so hard for me because it had everything that I would traditionally like. I love manga. I love anime.
And I thought I would like this.
Hence the shirt.
And like I said, kids come in and ask for her books. So I was like, I'm going to try this and hopefully I'll like it. And it just...
Yeah, I'm not going to finish it.
I am hoping that the final draft is better, but I also have the thought that it would take a lot of rewriting, and I highly doubt that's going to happen. And I'm nervous because I wanted to try other books by her, but I don't know if I'm willing to try another book by her now.
Well, and this is the first in a series.
Yes.
And this book was, I mean, it's long.
It's very long. It felt very long.
If it was a manga, it would have been 10 books.
Right.
Potentially. And that's why it would have worked as a manga, not as a novel.
And with a manga, you get pulled in with the illustrations.
Right.
And I could see, like, this having, like, great illustrations. I could see, like, the demons and the dragon scroll and all that. That would have been beautiful. But instead, I just got something that was very muddled and very much something I don't want to revisit.
See, for me, it just proves that you can't turn a manga into a novel. But if you don't agree with me, comment below with some, if you have, like, recommendations.
Examples.
I'm willing to change my stance, but as of right now, I am of the belief that you cannot turn a manga into a novel.
We should just rate it.
Okay, so our rating scale goes from 5 unicorns down to 2 unicorns. If we didn't like it, it doesn't get a horn and is therefore a horse. Where are you at?
So I'm giving it a 2 because I skimmed chunks of it, so maybe it would have been redeemed in those pages because to me, like, personally, I'm, like, at a 1. But I'm giving it a 2 because I didn't, like, read it in-depthly.
See, and whenever I don't finish a novel, I automatically give it a 1 because that means, like, I wasn't invested enough.
Right.
But I feel like I don't want to give this a horse because it would be my first horse.
Yes, that's true.
And I feel like it doesn't merit the first horse. So I'm going to give it 2 unicorns just because I could see there being an audience for it. I'm not that audience, and I would hope that there would be some editing, maybe.
Hopefully. So that's where we are on Shadow of the Fox by Julie
Kagawa?
Kagawa. I believe that's how you say it. So see you around.
All right, bye.
Bye.